I'm good, Archika. Thank you very much for asking. And we are here yet on another Monday, continuing the season on helicopter parenting. And this is season 4 on Relationships Matter by ISCA, Indian Specialized Counseling Academy on Mensa. Archika and Ashima trying to make the difference by talking about various relationships, various aspects of relationships are being spoken here by Ashima, and we are on to the season 4. And we are talking about parenting, and we are on to helicopter parenting. We've already spoken about authoritative parenting. We've talked about authoritarian parenting. We've spoken about permissive parenting. We've spoken about neglectful parenting, and now we are on to helicopter parenting. And we have Barry with us. Good afternoon, Barry, and we also have Sahil Saha with us. So, good afternoon. Do you have anything to say, anybody, before we begin today's topic? Anything which you have?
She is Saheli Saha.
What did I say?
Sahil Saha.
Okay, I'm sorry. Saheli Saha. So, Saheli, my apologies, my dear friend. And we also do have Kumar, right? Was that Pala? Kumara Pala. Okay, Kumara Pala with us.
Yeah, ma'am.
Yeah. So, Kumara, good afternoon. We are on to the series on parenting. Do you have anything to ask? I think you have come here for the first time on the circle. So, it's lovely to have you. And you've already been here around on Mensa. So, which means you're definitely having a good experience on Mensa. And Mensa is a platform where you can have beautiful experiences, learning experiences, understanding experiences, networking experiences. And we, ISCA, Indian Specialized Counseling Academy, basically are giving a non-judgmental, non-critical platform where nobody would judge you, nobody would criticize you. On the contrary, as we are a team of experts onto the topic of relationships, we would be able to give you the feedback into understanding how you can navigate if there are any confusions, any problems, any issues which you are facing. So, anything anybody would like to add, ask before we go on to today's topic?
Yes, I want to ask, but it's irrelevant. Can you answer? Right.
Aditya, you are not audible. Ashma, is he?
No,
Yeah.
I think we're not able to understand very properly. Barry, what are you saying, dear? Come a
Yeah,
little near to the mic. Yeah.
Yeah, I have a problem not related to this topic. Can I ask?
Go on.
Yeah, I fear a lot. Like when I meet new people, something like giving example. Somebody worked for me. Worked for me. I was giving money like 500 rupees to him. I shake my fear. Like I'm trembling. Trembling. I don't know why. It's happened since childhood. Can you tell me the reason, like how it happens? Like I fear a lot. Like I don't fear. I have dare. Like I speak good and everything, but my hands shakes and my leg shakes. Like that will happen. Did you get what I?
So what you're trying to say, Behri, is that when you meet new people, or is it happening with all the people around you, your family, your friends, your brothers and sisters, your mother and father? Behri?
No, it's me only. They are
New people.
new people and office culture. Like when I go to managers, if I have manager, he is new to me. But if I meet two, 3 times, I will okay. But if I meet first time, I will shake my legs and like
All right.
fearing type.
Absolutely.
But I don't fear really. But I don't know why my hands shake and my body all shakes.
At that time, is there a psychological thing happening when you're meeting people for the new time? You're interacting with them. Are you thinking something? Are there any past memories from your childhood where you feel that when you were meeting new people in the childhood, you were given a lot of instructions, you were told how to behave, or do you remember any incidents where you were scolded for not having behaved well, or you were told to, really pay attention to how you speak, what you speak, otherwise people will feel bad, or any situation where you were told if you don't behave, somebody will hit you? Any incidents in your childhood which can come to your mind, which you think may be related? Also, the second thing which I asked you is, what is the psychological level at that time? What is happening when you're shaking? Because it is a somatic indication. Somatic means it is the physical, the body is indicating, but something is happening at the mental level. And the response of the body is to that, what is happening at the psychological or mental level. Either you have internalized certain thoughts and they are sitting on your subconscious. So we will have to reach there probably. So can you think of something like that, Barry?
Yes, see, my mother tells me every time, be careful with the people and be careful in the traffic when you go out. She always tries to protect, like always gives advice, like she always tells me, be careful like this and be careful. People will somebody we don't know what will happen the every moment. Like I think that's my answer to your first question.
And second question?
Second question, I am not sure about anything. Like I'm not feeling anything to say.
Aware what is happening in your mind, but when you're meeting new people, your body has a direct indication of shaking, your hands shaking, your legs trembling, right? All right. So, as you say, your mother tells you that, does she make you the tone which she uses? Is she a tone which is like full of fear? And it is like, beta, you got to be very careful. The world is bad. You never know what will happen. And since when she's been doing that? She still does that, right? Very, she still, yeah?
I didn't get properly, but I answered like
Yeah.
she listen anything bad from traffic, any injury, anybody injured in traffic, like anybody attacked in anybody snatched anything in the traffic in the outside, anybody anything happens, anybody in the swimming pool or any lake. If she watch any bad news on TV, that time she tells me and frequently, and she also take tension about us and our and my family.
How many siblings are you, Barry?
Yeah, I have elder sister and elder brother. I am the younger one.
Have you spoken to them? Does something like that happen with them also?
No, they don't feel this, but my brother and my cousins and observe me, like why are you shaking with they observed it when I speak, but they don't feel that they are good.
Do you think you
Yeah,
are a little more loved because you are the third child or the youngest of the family?
yeah, yes, I am the younger one. All treat me like a as a child only. Like
Hmm. Oh.
whole
I'm.
family, like all
Hmm.
my cousin and my grandfather and everyone.
So, are you afraid of the new people you make, or do you think that the way you are conducting will go bad? Which one of them is holding true for you?
I didn't get it. Like,
It means that when you go out, meet new people, and you have this somatic. Somatic means physical.
yes, yes. Absolutely. Yes.
Your heartbeat, your palpitations are there. Your heartbeat is louder, and you can literally hear it yourself. Your hands are shaking. Your legs are shaking for the first time. So, which means somewhere you have internalized that fear, right? So you will have to do the cognitive behavior therapy if you have somebody, your friends, your brothers and sisters, anybody who can help you, or you yourself. Suraj is saying same. I have experienced. All right, Suraj, would you want to discuss, because we would want to understand if it is same for you, or go on.
Hi, hello everyone. So yeah, I have also experienced this sometimes, like when I meet people, especially strangers, or when I'm meeting a bunch of people in a group, in my family, or in any place. So sometimes I feel very anxious while talking to them. I'm not comfortable most of the times. Even on Mensa, I feel the same. Like if I'm joining any circle, so I tend to have some agitation and nervousness while talking with. So yeah, I have had a similar experience which Aditya had. Yeah.
Right. Archika, would you want to add, or shall I continue? Suraj, you want to say something, dear?
Yeah. So, and the reason behind this, I would say my nature. Like I have been an introvert person, very shy person, quiet person, and also a very unconfident person. I don't like. I remember I was not putting any efforts to meet people, to get out of my comfort zone. I was not putting any effort. I just felt like living in my comfort zone only. And वो एक बहुत बड़ा प्रॉब्लम बन गया धीरे धीरे.
उसके बाद क्या किया?
उसके बाद I started when I realized that this is too much, because I remember like I would be very very nervous in some situation, and मुझे बहुत एक गिल्ट सा फील हो रहा था उस टाइम पे कि यार इतने सारे लोगों के सामने मैं हेजिटेट हो गया, मैं नर्वस हो गया. So then at that time I realized that I need to work on myself. उसके बाद I started talking with people even though I was nervous, but I was putting some efforts, little efforts. So
right.
As compared to before, I can see a slightly confidence in me. And I feel very, very confident that at least I put some efforts. So putting efforts can be a very nice solution.
Absolutely. And Suraj, would you want to tell Barry what efforts you put in? And do you think there is a need for more? That will be the second question. But the first question, would you help Barry in understanding what are things you did?
Okay, so I was not going outside and meeting people. So the effort that I put, I started meeting people gradually. I started connecting with people. I started talking with people. Not very much, but very little. And if I talk about my experience on Mensa, so when I joined Mensa, I was not joining a speaker panel. I used to be in listening panel only. So I started joining session and speaking a bit. Like थोड़ा मैं बोलने की कोशिश करता और अपने thoughts share करने की कोशिश करता था. That's how I built a little bit confidence in me, and that's the efforts that I.
So what is the level from where you started? If you were to rate it on the scale of 1 to 10, let's say. So how far and how much time has gone by? That is also an important question. Barry also is writing something down. We'll just read it. So what do you think, Suraj? How much time has gone by, and whatever effort you've put is it consistent? Is it continuous, or there are breaks? And how much on the scale of 1 to 10 you feel you have gone?
So, ma'am, I'm not sure about this. Like I was putting some efforts and I gained some confidence. Like मैं ये बोलना चाहता हूँ कि ऐसा जरूरी नहीं है कि once you gain confidence, then there is no chance that you will not you will be confident in your entire life. There may be some situation that you are not comfortable in some situation, but the only solution can be if you are consistent and taking challenges and putting little efforts.
All right.
इंडिया सॉल्यूशन। और अगर टाइम की बात करूं तो मैम एक्चुअली मेरे को इतना याद नहीं है कि मैंने कितना टाइम लिया होगा, बट हाँ मतलब मैं इस चीज को लेकर इतना श्योर नहीं हूँ कि कितना टाइम मेरे को लगा इन चीजों में, बिकॉज
I think you've been on Mensa for 5,872 circles, Suraj. That's a score, huh?
Yeah, because I'm quite active on Mensa as compared
Very
to other
good.
social media.
Yeah. No, Mensa is a platform which helps you integrate. It helps you connect and learn and, self-contemplate also. Now, Suraj, I'll just take a pause here, dear, because Barry is writing something and he says that I always go out, meet people every time I face it. So he does not have the problem of facing people. You know, that issue of facing people is not there with him. But when he's meeting people for the first time, he has palpitations, he has those, the physical reactions, the legs get shaky and the arms and the hands are like, they are also shaking when he is meeting people or shaking hands. And the best thing, I would not say the best thing, but I would just say the main thing here is that people, his cousins, his brother, they have observed it. Right, Barry?
Yes, ma'am. They observe it.
And when they observe you, Barry, what kind of a feeling or a feeler they give you? What do they tell you?
Yeah, recently I went to my cousin home. Just entering the home, just I am natural. Like I met her before many times, but I entered their room and I was talking with her. Like they are wishing each other. Like how are you? We are asking each other. Like that time also I was shaking my legs and hands. She asked again, you still have this you're still facing this issue, like asking. She was asking me.
So Barry, you will have to, from today, you'll have to understand one thing. You will have to self-analyze one thing. When you go out and meet people, is it just the new people with whom you're feeling that? Archika, you want to say something?
Carry on. I'll add up later on.
All right. No, if you want to, just add here because I saw you unmuted.
Okay, so I was listening to both of you, Aditya and Suraj, and maybe I'm just giving you some few causes and reasons, and if you can relate to it, if you can find your reasons there, so you can either you tell me, or if you feel like कि no यहाँ पे share नहीं करना है, तो it's your choice. So sometimes where whatever the explanation you give, जो भी आप लोग बता रहे थे, जिस तरह से explain कर रहे थे, so when there's some kind of in childhood mainly when we have some kind of bullying, मतलब हम स्कूल जा रहे हैं, कॉलेज जा रहे हैं, mainly school level पे, if there's some kind of bullying or teasing किया जाता है, जो कि बहुत कॉमन लगता है, उसको घर आके बच्चे बताते भी नहीं है. अभी तो हो गया कि ओके किड्स आर शेयरिंग एंड पेरेंट्स आर रिएक्टिंग टू इट एंड वी आर एक्चुअली promoting there should be no ragging, no teasing, and this thing should not be there. But if there was something like that, the abuse, bullying or teasing, and if there was a lot of comparison being drawn between you and your cousins, you and your friends, or some trauma or uncertainty, these are the basic things happens in our childhood sometimes, जो कि होती हैं, पास हो जाता है, फेज निकल जाता है, बट हमारे सबकॉन्शियस माइंड में कहीं एक स्कार रह जाता है. समवेयर वी आर लाइक कि ओके यहाँ पे एक पॉइंट रह गया है जो बाद में जो ट्रिगर हो जाता है, एंड वी फील लाइक दैट. दिस इज अ वन रीजन एंड वन कॉज. अगर आपको लगता है आप एनालाइज कर सकते हैं और आप अपना कहीं भी आप अपना असेस कर सकते हैं कि ओके व्हाट इट वाज बिकॉज ऑफ व्हाट आई एम फेसिंग दिस एंड मेनली बिकॉज ऑफ दीज रीजंस हम लोग स्ट्रेंजर्स के सामने जब भी चाहते हैं और हमारा ट्रिगर पॉइंट ट्रिक होता है तो हमें ये सारी चीजें होने लगती है ना, ट्रेम्बलिंग होने लगती है, शेकिंग होने लगती है, वी आर अनएबल टू स्पीक और वी नो व्हाट टू से बट वर्ड्स आर नॉट कमिंग आउट ऑफ द माउथ. यू नो इट हैपेंस लाइक दैट कि आई नो मुझे बोलना क्या है, मुझे हेलो कहना है, मुझे हाउ आर यू पूछना है एंड अगर उन्होंने पूछा हाउ आर यू तो आई एम सेइंग ओके फाइन थैंक यू समथिंग लाइक दैट. But when the self confidence is or something like is, so if we are saying कि okay मैं बहुत नहीं बोल पाता हूँ स्टेज पे और I don't prefer to come on speaker panel, maybe because we are not having that amount of knowledge what we can share, and when other people they are talking they are having some content, you know, they are having a data, they are having lots of knowledge and they are actually connecting that all the dots. Okay, this was a cause, this is a reason, and this is the outcome. And when we are not having this kind of knowledge, so we hesitate. But when we are very sure about our knowledge, when we are very sure about what we know is actually correct and we can put forward, so we try. So these were the points, and if you guys can relate and you want to share something, most welcome.
I would want to build on what you said, but before that, Suraj and Vairi and anybody else, I think we have a very low attendance today. Is it because of Monday? Yeah, today is Monday, the very first day of the week. So, Suraj or Bheri or anybody else who is listening down there in the listening panel, if you have anything which you want to ask, add, most welcome before we get further and, you know, add to what Archika said. Suraj, Mary, yeah. Both muted, unmuted at the same time. Yeah, go on, Mary.
Yeah, just like I give you example people only. Just I want to give one more example. Like last 2-3 weeks ago, I was playing cricket. I was entering to the ground. I was shaking I was shaking, but I played really well. Like I don't know why. But when I was there for 10 to 15 minutes, I shaken with fear. After that, I was really good. Changed my whole body structure. I was good.
So, Berry, like you were, yeah, please go on, my dear. Please go on. You were adding something?
No.
All right. So I would add on to it. Let's hear from Suraj also. Suraj?
Well, I don't have like something to add, but I have some question like for Aditya. Like Aditya, when you shake or when you feel very hesitate or nervous in such situation, so do you tend to have this negative kind of or guilt kind of feeling? Because I do have, like, let's say if I'm having conversation with you, I'm getting very, very nervous. I'm not able to speak and I'm shivering. Then
okay,
after this conversation, I'm likely to have some negative thoughts like, "Arey yaar,
all right. Just hold on here, guys. Are you all sitting in a beautiful position? I mean, are you all sitting down on a chair or on the bed, or where are you? I mean, are you comfortably placed? Can we do a little breathing? Remember, Suraj, can we do this breathing, dear?
Yes.
Remember, it is very natural for all human beings to, when we get into a new place, when we get into a new anything, Amitabh Bachchan for that matter. I have observed Amitabh Bachchan. If anybody, wants to take me on that, I have really seriously observed him on very many episodes of his Kaun Badega Karodpati, when he's sitting down and talking, his hand gestures, his movements. Now, he is somebody who has mastered the art of talking over 50, maybe he's 82 years. So I think almost he has been there in the industry for almost 62 years. But when you look at him also for the first time on any show, and when he's speaking, observe the gestures, observe the hands, observe the eye movements. Though that flawless speaking is definitely there, but your body is always deceiving you, mind you. So like Barry, he was getting into the field, in the cricket field. He was really nervous, because again, as Archika said, some trauma. In Barry's case, I think Barry has authenticated that his mother is a little more, cautious, and she has the word of caution all the time to add. So what happens? That kind of makes a child feel a little more alert. So the child is on a more alert position. So what happens in such a situation when the child is getting into, we have learned over childhood, and it has internalized, and it has got deep rooted into our minds, into the compartments of our brain, and it is sitting there in the unconscious. So when Barry gets into a cricket field, that unconscious, that trigger is there, where the trigger tells him, oh, you're getting into an unknown territory, there might be a fear. But when he gets there, that fear is not there because he's focusing on what he's doing. So what happens? That fear is taken over by that work or that, whatever effort he's putting, and then he gives his best performance. So Barry, for you will have to do certain tricks, and even Suraj, for you. So the cognitive correction, which we keep talking of, we have not taken then in a very big way. That is very important. And we keep talking of having a relationship with your own self. I think you all really need to get onto the path of a relationship with self. Now, I'm telling you with my own experience, I have been there. I have seen the times when I used to be very afraid. I used to think, oh my God, what are people going to think about me? Am I saying the right things? I used to have palpitations. I used to have that physical reactions, the somatization of my mental thoughts. But guys, it all can be changed. Like Suraj has done a bit. Suraj has gone out, tried to speak, but even now when he's talking, he thinks he has palpitation and he's going to have negative patterns or negative thoughts. I think we have been emphasizing this from day one. What is the shalok which I keep saying? Anybody who remembers the shalok? What is the shalok? Do you remember it? Anybody remembers the shalok from Gita, Bhagavad Gita, and it is very true. You are the master of your own self. You have to make yourself happen. Do you remember, Archika? You want to speak it?
No, not completely, but say Kudret, Atmana, Atmanam.
What else? Anybody? If you have been around, okay, Barry, you are new here, so you would not know it. Suraj, have you been around? Shashant is also new. So I'll just speak it once again and I'll explain it to all of you. So whatever we are talking is absolutely important. So I think we are moving away from helicopter parenting. We don't mind because we have to help.
Ashima, you finish it and I'll give you a little insight that what exactly they are going through.
No, actually, I agree with you, but right now I would want to give them certain solutions after whatever you've spoken. So let me go on to the shalok. It says, Udret Atmana Atmanam na Atmanam avsadiyet. Atmev hi Atmano Bandur. Atmev Rupir Atmanaha. Udret means you will have to take yourself high and you will not have to take yourself down. Avsadiyet means downwards. So what are we doing when we are overthinking, when we are not trying to concentrate on what we are doing or why it is happening to us? It is very important to understand why it is happening, what is happening, and let's take charge and change it. So the destiny of your own life is in your hands. You have to make it happen. So you have to take yourself higher. Atmev hi Bandhur. It is your best enemy. Enemy is Bandhur, guys? Enemy is Bandhur? Bandhur Hindi padhi hogi na hum sab ne? No. Bandhur is what? Bandhu, Sakha. Atmev is your Bandhu, is your friend. Means this Atman means you yourself. आत्मा की सोल की बात नहीं हो रही है यहाँ पे, आपके खुद की बात हो रही है. तो आपको okay, Bairi says I don't know Hindi. You know Sanskrit a little, Bairi? Okay. Bandhu means friend. So you are your best friend and you are your best enemy. What do you want to be? You have to decide. Achika, quickly move on to what you're saying, then we'll add on to what I am saying.
Okay, actually,
Achika, 1 minute. Let's ask Sushant if he has something to add because he's here on the speaker panel. Let's give him a little respect. Sushant, do you have something to add, dear? No. Okay, go on, Achika.
Okay, so after listening to both of them and you as well, I think what is there, it's going on, it's anxiety, because there is a very, very thin line between fear and anxiety. You know, we always feel same. We feel कि हमें डर लग रहा है, but actually it's anxiety. So on a cognition level, when anxiety happens, it's like I'm worried and about what might happen. This thought comes to our mind. When it goes to psychological level, it's like a tension and chronic over arousal kind of things happen. And then when we go on behavior thing, जो हमारा behavior हो जाता है when we are anxiety is there, it's like generally avoid करना चाह रहे होते हैं हम लोग. So what they are going through is like it could be very mild, but they are going through this anxiety thing, and they should start work on it, and it will get over.
See, when you panic or you talk about panic attacks,
panic attack is something, symptoms would be little different and they last for some time, and then they
No.
help.
Let me just complete and I'll bring you in. When you talk of panic and when you talk of panic attacks, these are two different things. We all have panic when we are going in for an exam. But what is panic attack? That I have so much of anxiety that I'm in such a panic state that I literally, fall on the floor and I start shivering and shaking. So you understand? We all, mind you, 85 to 90% of the human beings are absolutely normal. They all have some or the other somatic or psychological or emotional upheavals. And we all, like Barry has this, he suddenly gets into a new territory. He's like, oh my God, I'm in a new territory. He may not be thinking it, but somewhere at the back of his mind, it's happening. But the moment he gets in and he gets onto the task of what he is doing, he takes on. But yes, his shaking of legs is something he will have to consciously control. He'll have to program himself into understanding why it is happening, where are the roots, and he'll have to correct his cognitions by working upon it. Does that make things clear to you? You'll have to go to the root of where it started. And so next time when you are in a situation where your legs are shaking, your hands are shaking, you have a palpitation, you will have to cognitively tell yourself to deep breathe. So you'll have to do 1 or 2 deep breathings. You will have to smile and you will have to experience that relaxation. That is something which you will have to start doing. Is that making sense to you, Barry?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So now you will have to, we are around here on Mensa. So you start observing yourself. Take this whole week and please keep a copy or a pen handy with you, that what are the situations where it is happening, how it is happening, and what are your observations about you at that time. And you will have to get mindful and understand what is going in your mind at that time also. If you can do all these things and if you can notice certain places or the people it is happening with, we'll take you to the next phase. Okay? Okay, so you have a homework to perform this whole 1 week.
Yes.
All right? Yeah. Going back to Suraj. Suraj, are you there, my dear?
Yes.
Are you getting into that negative thought pattern?
Sorry, come again?
You said, no, I'm speaking to Barry, I'll have some negative thoughts.
Yeah, I used to have, if I am getting nervous in some situation, then after that situation happened, I was likely to have this negative thought that, I got nervous in front of many people, and that negative thought. But now I don't feel that, because I started accepting that yes, I'm getting nervous and it is completely fine. It happens with people sometimes. I'm not the only one. Yeah.
Wonderful. So, you're already helping yourself. Is there anything else we can do for you?
No, ma'am. I'm helping myself, and I'm very, very happy, and I will keep helping myself.
Great, wonderful. So we are around in case you have anything, and it is beautiful to understand this. Mind you, guys, negative thought patterns are something which we all have because we are a society where we are negatively programmed. So we keep talking of unprogramming and then reprogramming. So we'll have to connect with ourselves in understanding where things are going wrong, what is going wrong, why the negative patterns are there. If you really want to get to the depths, try to understand why it started, and then you'll be able to take charge of yourself. Anybody down there or in the speaker panel who has a question, because we still have I think we have 20 odd minutes, we can go on to helicopter parenting. Anybody who has anything to add? Aftab, you were here, you went down. Archika, anything you want to add before we go on to helicopter parenting?
No, I guess you did it.
No, you also did it great. So it is always a team effort. We are all doing things together. And, we are nudging each other. We are trying to get into directions. All right, moving on to helicopter parenting. When we talk about helicopter parenting, we remember on Friday we were talking about neglectful or unresolved parenting. You're most welcome, Berry. So, when we talk about neglectful, I hope those of you who were here must have heard the session. Archika, would you want to quickly run everybody through what is uninvolved or neglectful parenting?
Yeah, neglectful and uninvolved parenting was, I explained, it's very low on warmth. There's very low control. Parents, they are disengaged. Actually, no support, no demands, no supervision at all. And there's this detachment happens in a childhood only, and these kind of children, they develop very low self-esteem, socially withdrawal, conduct problems. Definitely they face the conduct problems, and they're not very good in peer relationship. In fact, their academic performance get affected a lot.
Sure.
And the pattern of this is like emotionally distant, limited interaction of parents. They're limited, very, very, very less supervision because my parent might be very busy, or they're overworked, or they are not understanding that how to take care of children, or they are having their own coping, or they are struggling with their own issues. It might be one of the reason. Or when they are feeling that their kids, they are burdened. They feel like, okay, बच्चे अब बोझ हो गए, हम संभाले नहीं जा रहे, and because of them they start blaming child, that because of his or because of her, I'm not able to join my job back, I'm not doing anything, I'm sitting at home. For the mothers, I'm talking, and for the fathers also, if there's a mother is cribbing all the time that you're not giving time, I'm overworked, I'm tired, I'm fatigued, I'm feeling fatigued and all, and you are the one who should share, and all these things happens, and they blame child for this, and then they get this feeling of detachment, and everything else is like, actually it's a bad parenting, very, very bad parenting it is.
Shashant is saying true. Would you want to add on to what Archika just said, Shashant?
Shashant, he's saying true because I think he's getting that fine. It is what happened, and actually everybody can understand it the way we are explaining, and I'm telling everything. I think everybody can relate and understand.
No, that's what I'm saying. So he might have something to share on that. So that's the reason I wanted him to come in. Shashant, do you have something to add, dear? Because you said true.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello. Good morning, everyone. Ma'am, Archika ma'am said, is it true? Because my parents always fighting in a little topic. Why are you not cooking this? And he fight on this. So I think it's not good behavior with me because he fighting with a normal topic. With you cannot cooking this. It is a silly topic, and he fighting, and I don't feel I don't feel it is a good.
You feel that your parents Have you ever spoken to your parents, Sushant, and have you told them कि Mama, Papa, when you do this, it hurts me, it disturbs me, and it emotionally makes me feel bad?
Yes, I said, but he is the says I cannot do next time, but he continues. Means is not effective.
So which means they are not getting mindful of the fact that they are doing something wrong. And I think if you can slowly keep telling them nicely कि मम्मा पापा थोड़ा सा आप देख लो, आप जो कर रहे हो इससे मेरे को बहुत खराब लगता है. आपके भाई बहन भी हैं सुशांत?
No, ma'am. Big brother have, but he मतलब suddenly dead, so I'm only now.
Yes, you told us. Yes. So have your parents always used to fight, Sushant, or how's it? Because you told us your mama really is very worried and she doesn't want you to go here and there. She's got very protective with you.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, but in weekend, in month, he fight. Means 1-2 times he will fight. मीन्स महीने में 1-2 बार तो फाइट कर ही लेते हैं और उनको समझाने से कोई फायदा नहीं है.
अच्छा, जब वो लड़ाई शुरू करने लगे ना तो उनको रोक दिया करो कि रुको मैं बाहर जाके वॉक करके आता हूँ, फिर तुम दोनों लड़ लेना, जब मैं वापस आऊं तब तक खत्म कर लेना. उनको टाइम दे दिया करो. ऐसा कर सकते हो? It's very difficult for the kids sometimes. I understand that fact, but Sushant करके देखना, क्योंकि हमने I mean any and every parent has some disagreement and they do fight, they do talk. So it used to happen when I was a child. It happens when I am a mother. So coping mechanisms for the children, either they will use defense mechanisms or they'll use coping mechanisms. If they has positive coping mechanisms, they will not feel the brunt of it. So it's very important for the parents to get mindful, but most of the time it is very difficult for them. So अगर तुम अपने लिए ये कर सकते हो, it will be great. जब वो लड़ना शुरू करे उन्हें रोक दिया करो. शायद तुम्हारे ये करने से उनको ये धीरे धीरे इंसाइट आने लगेगा कि हमारे बच्चे को हमारी वजह से डिस्टर्बेंस हो रही है. शायद वो इसके लिए कुछ कर पाए, है ना. वो इंसाइट जरूरी है. और अगर एक किसी चीज को हम वो बोलते हैं ना, रसरी आवत जात से सिल पर परत निशान. So if you are continuously telling them in a nice polite manner, or the moment they start fighting, अगर आप उनको ये बोल सकते हो तो करके देखना. Okay? Try doing it. Going back to helicopter parenting quickly, such parents like uninvolved parents तो बिल्कुल involved नहीं है. और यहाँ पे क्या excessive involvement. ओ बेटे आज मैम ने क्या दिया, ओ मैम ने क्या बोला. मतलब they are literally onto the heads of their children. They are literally involved and they are continuously checking everything of the children. कहाँ हो, क्या कर रहे हो. होते हैं ना कई मम्मियां, बच्चे बोलते हैं मेरी मम्मी मुझे 1 घंटे में 50 बार फोन करती है. अभी वो लिटरली 50 बार तो नहीं करती होगी, but that is kind of a mother who is always so worried that she is just worried or too involved, because वो अपने बच्चे को अपनी ऐसे दुनिया बना लेते हैं कि उनको लगता है कि उनको उनके बच्चे के हर मिनट की खबर होनी चाहिए. That is what is helicopter parenting. So ये over protective हो जाते हैं. और ये अगर बच्चों को कोई भी they have a strong desire कि अगर मेरे बच्चे को कोई भी गड़बड़ हो रही है उसके साथ, फॉर एग्जाम्पल बच्चा गार्डन जाना चाहता है, गिरेगा, खेलेगा तो चोट लगेगी, बट वो बच्चे को खेलने भी नहीं देंगे कि कहीं चोट ना लग जाए. और इसीलिए वो ओवर प्रोटेक्टिव हो जाते हैं. सो व्हाट हैपेंस, द चाइल्ड इज नॉट एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड कि भाई चोट लगने से मेरे को चोट लगेगा तो एटलीस्ट मेरे को कोप करना आएगा, और मैं जानबूझ के थोड़ी अपने आप को चोट लगा लूंगा. बट दे आर द ओवर प्रोटेक्टिव पेरेंट्स, सो दे डोंट वांट कि भैया बच्चे को चोट ही नहीं लगे, खेलने ही मत दो. They are doing micromanagement. When I say micromanagement, what is the meaning of that? They're taking care of each and everything. I'm reminded of something. I'll not say that, but they are literally closing, monitoring everything. Their homework, their schedule, their tuition में कितना पढ़ाई किया, स्कूल में कितना पढ़ाई किया, कौन सी टीचर ने किया. It's not like a talk. It's like over involvement. और ऐसे पेरेंट्स जो हैं वो लोग हमेशा अपने बच्चों को फेलियर की तरफ बढ़ने ही नहीं देते हैं. अगर बच्चे को फेलियर का मतलब ही नहीं पता चलेगा तो वो जीतना कैसे सीखेगा, है ना? तो ऐसे बच्चे इंडिपेंडेंट नहीं बन पाते कभी भी. उनमें इंडिपेंडेंस है ही नहीं, उनका डिसीजन मेकिंग एबिलिटी है ही नहीं, नेगोशिएशन एबिलिटी है ही नहीं, रेजिलियंस है ही नहीं, इंडिपेंडेंस है ही नहीं. So such children are literally under the shadow of their parents. हाँ, किसका फोन आया, कौन से दोस्त का फोन आया, किस लिए आया? You know, they are literally, जैसे ही एक कुछ चीज हो रही है, they are literally onto the heads of their children to ask. They don't give that space. They don't know the meaning of boundaries. So the parents of such children are literally on their head all the time, monitoring everything, wanting to know everything, getting into each thing. So such children do develop certain issues. But before that, Achika, would you want to add on, my dear?
Yeah, very correct and very interesting explanation you were giving, and I was just closing my eyes and imagining everything.
मेरे को बड़ा इंटरेस्टिंग सा जोक याद आया पॉटी को लेकर के. मम्मी पापा इवन पॉटी, मैं बोलना नहीं चाह रही थी, बट नाउ व्हेन यू केम इन,
कैसी आई
पॉटी कैसी आई? और यू नो व्हाट, नगेट्स थे और यू नो
प्लीज ओके. तो इट्स लाइक कि इन अ सिंपल वे वी कैन से आशिमा कि जहां अनइन्वॉल्व में हम कहीं भी पिक्चर में नहीं आ रहे थे, यहाँ पिक्चर से बाहर ही नहीं निकलते हैं. मतलब जैसे हेलीकॉप्टर ऊपर घूमता रहता है ना 15 अगस्त एंड 26 जनवरी, लाइक इतना क्यों शोर मचा रखा है, इतना किस लिए घूमे जा रहे हैं यार, ऊपर से क्या कर रहे हो? सो दीज पेरेंट्स आर लाइक दिस कि ऊपर घूमते ही रहते हैं बच्चों के सर पे, मतलब क्या हो रहा है, क्या कर रहे हो, क्या किया है, होमवर्क, मतलब दे डू एवरीथिंग व्हाट अ किड कैन डू. बैग पैक कर सकता है बच्चा, पर मम्मी को करना ही करना है. बच्चे को पता है टाइम टेबल कैसे देखना है, बट मम्मी को डबल चेक करके बताना ही है. ठीक है, डूइंग देयर होमवर्क और स्कूल प्रोजेक्ट टू एंश्योर कि यार दे शुड गेट अ वेरी गुड और हाई ग्रेड्स, यू नो. एंड वेरी स्ट्रिक्ट सुपरविजन होता है, एंड पर्टिकुलरली आउटसाइड द होम, स्कूल, कॉलेज. घर से बाहर निकलते घर में जब तक एटलीस्ट दे आर वॉचिंग एंड दे आर सिटिंग एंड दे आर पीसफुली, दे आर वॉचिंग व्हाट दे आर डूइंग, वेयर दे आर गोइंग, फाइन. बट द मोमेंट किड्स स्टेप आउट ऑफ द हाउस, these kind of parent they start कहाँ गया, अच्छा यहाँ पे है, वहां पे है, कहाँ पहुंचे, यहाँ पे पहुंचे.
अनुरागी सिंह, पापा भी, मम्मी नहीं खाली, हाँ पापा भी ऐसे ही होते हैं.
स्पेशली पापा अनुराग, स्पेशली पापा फॉर डॉटर्स आई गेस. कहाँ निकल गई हो कॉलेज से, अच्छा ठीक है. पहुंच गई हो क्लास में, अच्छा निकल के, ठीक है, हो गई क्लास ओवर, हो गई ट्यूशन इज ओवर, फाइन, ड्राइवर इज वेटिंग, बैठो घर आ जाओ. ठीक है. I want to know, Anurag, what kind of parent you are, what kind of papa you are.
Yeah, Anurag has a daughter, and you know it will be lovely if he can come and speak about it, because
exactly that. So that is why it came कि पापा भी, because the moment I was explaining, Anurag was कि मैं भी तो यही करता हूँ. Okay. But it should be in limit, you know. Sometimes I don't know, but if we are doing a mixture of parenting, बिकॉज कई बार एनालाइज करो तो हम एक ही तरह की पेरेंटिंग नहीं कर रहे होते हैं. वी आर लाइक ऑथोरिटेटिव भी हो रही होती है, परमिसिव भी हो रही होती है, अनइन्वॉल्व आई डोंट नो कितना कहाँ पे होती है, बिकॉज अनइन्वॉल्व जहाँ पे भी आ जाती है वो पूरी तरह से अनइन्वॉल्व होता है. बट सम टाइम वी एक्चुअली डू हेलीकॉप्टर पेरेंटिंग एज वेल. व्हाट डू यू से आशिमा? वी डू दैट.
Oh yes, पंखा बंद ही नहीं होता हेलीकॉप्टर का अगर वो चल रहा है.
With teenagers, when our kids entering into teenage, and when we know कि वो अच्छा सर क्लास में कौन कौन है, if you have a girl child, अच्छा कैसे फ्रेंड्स हैं, किससे किससे ज्यादा बात होती है, कौन तुम्हारा अच्छा फ्रेंड है, अच्छा लग रहा है कोई कि नहीं, मतलब we want to ask. पार्टी में जाना है, गेट टुगेदर में जा रहा है, who all are coming? Okay, fine.
No, I think what you're talking, party में जाना है, who all are coming, is when you're talking about teenager, Chika, I think there the parents, you know, they are trying to adjust being the friend and the parent, because teenage, you know, teenage is the time when if the connection, the parent-child bond is not really strong, and the discussion between the parent-child has not started happening right from when they were in their tweens, when they were trying to, you know, when they were growing up, when they were inquisitive, when they were curious. Like my daughter, today she comes in, you know, till she has told everything, school mein kya hua, kya nahi hua, she will want to share everything with you. On the contrary, my son does share, but he will share, because it's like this. They said that boys observe their fathers, so वो अपने father की तरह वो phases के अंदर share करता है. So that sharing ability of the children is very important, because teen तक पहुंचते Archika, if the children are not talking to the parents and the parents have to ask कि party में कौन कौन आ रहा है, और I think if the children have that confidence कि मैं मम्मी पापा को पहले ही बता दूं कि भैया ये आ रहे हैं, ये नहीं आ रहे हैं, तो नौबत ही नहीं आए पूछने की. I think that would be a better style of parenting.
Exactly. If you're having a good communication, and we always emphasize to say that we should have a good communication and bond with our children from beginning only, then these kind of questions doesn't bother much. When you are asking your child that who all are coming, so before that you know who all are there. You know who all are there in her circle, in his circle, and किससे वो बात करते हैं, किससे वो नहीं करते हैं. You would know. Okay, fine. It's okay. Don't give me a list. Yeah, okay, fine. You just finish it up.
Sushant is writing something, Archika. Can we make him speak?
Yeah, please. Last Sunday, my mother was asking me, "Do you have any girlfriend?" तो सच बताया कि नहीं बताया, Sushant?
सुशांत अभी वहां तक पहुंचा नहीं. सुशांत लाइकिंग होगी है ना अभी. You must be है ना. नहीं okay, we have Kumara wanting to say something. Go on, Kumara.
Actually, I just joined. Sorry, I joined initially, but I just jumped out for a call. But what I understood is it is something like now about parenting, right? So I'm also father. Okay. In fact, this when because everybody passed through our childhood, right? Honestly to speak, this age really matters. Okay, how we are conservative and what are the traditional families doesn't matter. It is, but we are 10. We keep on doing things. When we are at 15, we would be all doing the same. And at 18, yes, and 20, yes. So in my case as well, right? Even I started my my career loving others from 6th standard itself. Okay, and every year I used to fail in one. Because the problem is I used to change the city.
But did you end up telling every girl I have a feeling for you from 6th, or you were just liking them?
No, that's the reason. I was so introvert or whatever the reason, never I could tell. I was not knowing what was that. But I like when they come to the school, I'm so happy. I don't know what that is called as. Okay. 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th.
That's attraction.
1, 2, first year, second year, degree, post-graduation. Still pro-graduation also it was happening, but I never told to anybody. And studies was over. So I never ever in my life, probably the Indian typical culture I born, many times I want to tell, but I could never open my mouth. And that everything passed and I could not, I never told that. So obviously there is no question of that I am marrying her, right? So then that career was over, and then immediately, but one I think in 10th standard, I think. Okay. One girl very closely, she came to me and they were about to propose me. I understood that, but I escaped from that situation. The reason behind, I myself was dependent on my father's money. What would I do? Then when that situation came to that closure, then my eye opened, my eyes are opened. Okay, so this is not this something it is to be done. I must first concentrate on studies. Irrespective of that, even I decided my heart I was not able to control. I used to fell in that attraction every year. Okay, could be various reasons, because one thing whom I liked first was the person who was scoring more compared to me. She used to get all the marks more than me. Then I was in attraction with her. Later, whoever, very beautiful, yes, that's with that. But most of the time whom I fall was the people who are very studious. Okay. And the people, even though so beautiful, but they were getting less marks to me, I never ever even saw at them. Okay. I'm not sure, because the culture would also external environment factors. really, guided in that way. But later, okay, I studied, everything is over, and I got an arranged marriage. Okay. Now, being as a father, okay, my daughter, right? She fights with me sometimes, and then I know all this journey. How much ever I guide her and helicopter parent I do, I know what she would be doing, irrespective of male, female, doesn't matter. Age, which region you are belong to, doesn't matter. That only what it matters is your age. Everybody, so somebody would be doing, knowingly they would be doing, somebody they would not be, unknowingly they would be doing. But for sure they would be doing something what we had done during that age.
Wow. That was a beautiful thing, whatever you said. It was so much beautiful to hear. And, I have questions to ask. I would not ask your age because I would definitely want to ask, is your daughter already hitting the teens or she is much younger? Because you said she fights. Because my daughter is 11, she fights with her father. So how old is she?
She just hit her teenage.
She's definitely. And has you been in talking terms, communicating you and your wife with her, trying to understand before this? I mean, open chats and having fun time always?
Yeah, this is one interesting another thing. Okay, because of this Indian, how we grow up and all, as I'm a father, talking so openly to a daughter, I would hesitate. So what I do, I call my wife and whatever I wanted to tell her, and I would be communicating with her and to talk her, alone, so that she would not be offended. And I mean, that's how it is. And I want she has to be fear about father, whereas I want to play a bad card, whereas my wife has to play a good card. That way, what happens? I would be able to guide. Of course, the total direction comes to me only. Okay,
yeah.
But I want to go in that fashion so that she would not be doing anything bad outside, fearing me. Yes, dad is there sitting somewhere, would be thinking about. Also, always I make some comment with her saying that wherever you go, whatever you do, you remember all the society would be looking about your father. He has such an image. Okay, and you would be judged after him. So that is the guideline I put it. Okay. So, yeah.
I think it'll be wonderful if you and Anurag can have a chat, because what you're talking, Anurag is also a father and I think his daughter is also into teens. And Kumar, you want to add something?
Anurag, I'm not sure who he is.
No, Anurag is the one who started Mensa.
Anurag is saying my case is reversed. Okay. He's the one who is talking to his daughter, actually.
No, we'll have to really get into the understanding of what is the case, because Kumara, what you said, infatuations, but I think now today's younger generation is talking about their infatuations, their attractions, and as you say, this attraction towards the girls who were scoring the high marks, because you were probably aiming for that, if only she becomes my friend, I'll also start scoring better, because she'll also try to teach, she'll teach me, she'll tell me. But I think today's generation is talking about all these things, and which is the better part of it. And at least they're talking to their parents. Like Sushant says that his mother asked him about his girlfriend, but somewhere he's not comfortable telling his mother about his girlfriend. Here also he says it's a secret. So we don't want to nudge him. Again, it depends.
Yeah. I'll add just one thing here, but there's a different impact when fathers talk to their daughters and when they explain things. It's not that we as a daughter, we want everything from our mothers, but when our father's telling something, we just don't forget it. मदर्स की बात हम लोग बहुत बार भूल जाते हैं, उनको फॉर ग्रांटेड ले लेते हैं.
वो तो बेटा और बेटी दोनों,
for sons is sometimes mothers के साथ जो connection होता है ना, because boys bonding, girl bonding, it matters. But when something is coming from the mother to son and something is coming from the father to daughter, so वो ना mind से निकलती नहीं है. My father told me, बेटा ऐसा नहीं करना, इन बातों का ध्यान रखना. So कितना भी कुछ भी करने से पहले ना, my father was such. He used to talk to me everything. He used to explain me everything from 0 to 100. I've learned everything from my father.
Archika,
yeah.
I think we have to carry on tomorrow.
Yeah, we carry on tomorrow.
It was lovely. Thank you very much, Kumara and everybody. Nice talking.